As I expected, spies from Anti-Cleo. Seize them!
Troublemaker approaching.
Huh? Some perlustration is in order.
Check enemy light just turned on.
Huh. Best check it out.
All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign.
Scrutiny. Detective influencing!
How are you still upright over here?
Disconcerting. Worth a look-see, I guess.
Enter your belt. Unlock the stock.
It's over there.
Let me know when you need it.
Never doubt it. I am disruptive influencing. System of five.
Hey, got a distraction for you. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A fabled legend to be handed down from Mars. Successive generations, Spacer's choice woman-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who emphatically stack the deck against the little person as they try without city out city. An anti-Cleo takes Spacer's to his devious shenanigans line now.
Soon I'll be able to leave this office in my... You're back! Finally! Finally! Do you have it? Did you bring it here? A last-minute shakedown, is it? I knew I liked you. Yes, of course. Fine, fine. Oh, let me see it. Yes, indeed. Oh, let me look at you, gorgeous. If you'll all just excuse me a moment as I slip into something more formidable.
There you are. Congratulations. Now your body's almost as intimidating as your mind. You've narrowed the gap quite a bit.
Oh, Auntie, you look amazing. Absolutely everyone will want a new mech body after watching you strut the walk.
What about you? What do you think? Any first impressions you'd like to share? Wonderful! Exactly the effect I was hoping for. What's more, it's an undeniable confirmation that the archive-derived strategic plan can be reliably executed and produces incredible results. With their predictive abilities refining our planning and execution, our market dominance is a foregone conclusion. Yes, so much to do, and we have you to thank for making it happen. I am quite looking forward to you working for me further. As they say, time is capital, time is bits. You're burning lucre just standing there. Go!
Between our top divisions, jealousy, hard feelings, really stirring the pot of unorthodox? Well, no, not really. But I get results, writ large and black.
It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control. The Order and Auntie's Choice have sent their forces, as promised, but they will need to find their own landing zones. You may be without assistance as you navigate the station. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station, hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
Void, take that Consul. This is the 1000th time he has gone too far. Would that I could slay him once for each.
Fortunately, the Providence is not equipped with exterior weaponry. If you can reach the ship, you should find no obstacles to boarding it. This unit urges moving quickly. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent destruction of the colony. It seems Agent DeVries is also here, Commander. She sent word that she, quote, knew you wouldn't be able to stay away either and is ready to finish what she started, end quote.
Well, she better not get in our way, or we may just have to seriously reconsider your decision to let her live, Commander.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.
This is all wrong. The Protectorate is perverting the inviolate nature of the rifts. This cannot go unpunished. That's the Sovereign's ship, all right. The console must be close.
Unfriendly company. They're mine.
This place is a nightmare beyond the most fevered delusion. And those soldiers, they do not look right. The console stands at the controls of the Sovereign's own flagship. My blood boils.
Landing pad.
Villains abound. Be on guard.
That's out of the ordinary.
Let us hope that whatever architect's forsaken logic operates within this system does not fail us.
Attention! This is your anti-calling. Per our agreement, Anti's choice support ships, including the fine print, the contingency plan, and the upper hand, are headed your way. Order forces are on a similar trajectory.
Blistering near those plasma spouts. I'm pleased we did not immolate.
Should be able to sort this out with the rift modulator.
Attention! This is your anti-calling. Per our agreement, Anti's choice support ships, including the fine print, the contingency plan, and the upper hand, are headed your way. Order forces are on a similar trajectory.
Blistering near those plasma spouts. I'm pleased we did not immolate. Seems Val was correct. There's your traitor ship. Huh?
Malefactor ahead.
What the?
Unleash my might upon them!
Your foes have apparently absconded. Help you with something? Aborting search! The console provides, the system abides.
Medics and pharmaceutical provisions incoming. And we're right behind them with a delivery of Auntie's Choice finest supplies. Soon you'll say, that is better than nature.
Forward! Forward! Destroy these abominations! Adjusting calculations. Hold fire on our allies. I'm on.
Say the word, and I'll spread it like this.
The Sovereign will be avenged. Good eye.
Plasma charge, by the look of it. Definitely a nasty piece of work. Assuming this is not much of a... Much of a surprise to you, though, Commander.
Anyone can delude themselves into believing their heinous actions are for the greater good. I'm pleased I needn't worry about such a thing.
Why did you make me do this? Why?
Hey, this one can talk.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Agent Pascal, calm yourself. You are not in your right mind.
Don't you talk to me like you know me. Wait. Commander? Is that you? No. No, this must be some kind of trick. Oh, what's happening to me? So it is you. Thank Law. I don't understand what happened, Commander. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame. They ran in, jumped at me, clawed at me. Law, I had to kill them.
Then they weren't too dissimilar from the troopers we encountered outside. This is concerning.
I don't understand what's happening. Everything was fine. Till the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in. I tried to move. I tried to find the rookie. Then the whole station shook and tore apart. And then... nothing.
That explains it. She was left alive, just long enough for the rift to take her. That's why the reconstitution worked on her. To some extent.
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. What happened? Don't tell me the situation got too fluid for you, DeVries. That it?
Certainly not. I was focused on the objective, as every one of your crew should have been. Isn't that right, Commander?
Yeah. Something tells me that ain't quite true.
That's right. It wouldn't do to have any distractions. I'm thankful that you understand.
Oh. But everything ain't right, is it? That thing in the sky. It's done something to me, I think. And to Sandoval. And Jepsen. But I ain't sure what.
The Protectorate are attempting to reconstitute the station to how it was moments before destruction. That includes you. But it's failing. I'm sorry.
So I've come back from death to some... what? Some warped version of life? All because of some twisted experiment? Is that about right? You can help me, though. Right, Commander? You can do something to fix this. How much time? With the way I'm bleeding out, I ain't sure how long I can hold on. Then go bring the fight to those bastards. I'll do my best to hold on.
Pascal? Helen? I can stay with you for a moment, if you'd like. Might help with the wait for the commander.
Yeah, all right. Maybe you can patch me up some if things take a turn. Hurry back, huh? I'll keep the porch light on.
Much too close for safety. Do not like what this might imply.
You're the one who forged an alliance between Auntie's Choice and the Order, ain't you? We got supplies and medical support for you up ahead.
You with Auntie?
Hold clear.
We brought supplies.
You may approach, Commander. We've got supplies at the ready. Are you in need of any weapons, armor, or other supplies? The presiding bishop foresaw this. We are most grateful for your role in reconciling Auntie's Choice and the Order. Please, take what you require. The Order of the Ascendant will be waiting in anticipation of further orders. May the numbers guide you.
Initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess major ailments.
Whoa. Tell me, do you feel as terrible as you look? Step right up for the most I say usually because Auntie has declared a rare no catch. Well, technically I'm barred from practicing It's all a technicality. I have been fully certified by the finest. I just...
Initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess major ailments.
I sense scum and clothes.
Better take a gander.
Enemy operatives!
at hand.
Better take a gander.
Supplies and medical attention are available to you, Commander. Please, proceed. I never could have predicted that.
Being back here feels like straying into a dream. The bad kind.
You need anyone to pinch you? You just let me know. You ain't alone in this. What a shame. But reckon it's better he didn't live again to see this.
It's a brawl!
Bet if I go and see.
The Order thanks you for your tactful negotiations
Supplies
with
and
Anti's
medical
choice.
attention are
Supplies
available to you, Commander. Please.
Be mindful of where you step. Chasms are everywhere.
I never could have predicted that the rift would produce.
I'll just wait here, Commander. Go on.
Commander, medic's orders!
Spy, move!
Suppressors in range. We route all disruptors.
Chase.
Someone hiding.
What?
Parasites identified.
Commander, you're bleeding!
Reconvene.
Can't the rift ever reconstitute anything nice?
Bridge got built fast.
I see that friendly suit!
Hey! Got a distraction for you. I couldn't hit the broadside of a bird.
The rift. And is that plasma wrapped up in it? I wouldn't recommend getting close. Haven't come this far just to give up. Let's look around. Gotta be some way to deal with this.
This place makes my skin crawl.
We should keep moving, Commander.
Scientist Bernard Rand, sent to Horizon Point Station by order of the Consul. While monitoring the reconstitution, I picked up strange readings in the old skip lab. The core appears to be pulling plasma tightly around it, not unlike a planet and its moons. Fascinating, though it thwarts my attempts to gather more data. Fortuitously, in searching the remains of the lab, I found an equation that could manipulate the core just enough to clear the chamber. And my way to professional acclaim. Let this be a record of protectorate ingenuity. Rod Rand, who marched fearlessly into chaos and tamed it.
Well, at least we can treat his utter and complete failure as a lesson. We ought to look around for a different equation.
Suppose this is a bad time to mention I barely passed my high-intensity arithmetic course at the Academy?
If I'm interpreting these scribbles right, I think someone had a go at solving the equation. Ain't finished, though.
Reckon you could sort out the missing pieces of this equation if you set your mind to it, though.
Awaiting orders. I can't hear orders. Why are you sleeping?
Got my left on an up front. Got eyes on some no good.
Who's there?
Troublemaker approaching. Got my left on an up front.
To be had. It's perfection perfected. Our paradigm is ironclad. They never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lacked.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Relinquishing my firearm.
Scrap is ready. Frankly, pissed off.
This must be the Sovereign's office. Yes, money and power can't buy taste.
Ain't ready yet.
And this fool had people hanging on his every word?
Well, ain't that convenient. First nice thing the Sovereign's done for us. Best to get this equation inputted as soon as possible.
Observations in the laboratory. Our projections are off by orders of magnitude. Data retrieval complete. Let's hope the others return shortly.
Hostile spotted!
Armed and ready.
Things take time, Commander.
Always crabby. Commander, your blade is...
I'll take care of him, Commander.
Pack me up, then we'll talk.
Amen.
Back in business.
Attention, please report to intake.
Wording was easier than I expected. Now, let's find a way to unseal the hangar before we're noticed.
Attention, crew deck. Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
Looks like the cavalry's just rolled in.
To discuss. Come, quickly now! Well, glad you finally jimmied that open. Things are getting appreciably worse out there. We're running out of time to seize the rift and force it into corporeal insolvency. The presiding bishop wished for me to relay a message to you. Why she couldn't send her own courier, I couldn't say, but I'll attempt to simplify. The rift modulator is on the science deck, 1 floor up. Deck access is restricted without proper credentials. Imagine that twice as long and in the form of a distance problem. That means, of course, you'll either need to pilfer an access card, swindle some daft sod out of it, or find some other way around the deck restrictions. Well, I shouldn't know. Perhaps search the pockets of those you've killed, Or find an air duct to shimmy through, or a staircase to climb? Any more troops in here, they'd be tripping over one another. Don't you worry. These are the best paid closers in my fleet, and worth every bit. We'll hold here to ensure you aren't flanked by reinforcements as you delve deeper in. Don't fritter away your lives cheaply now. I've made a significant investment in you.
If you must replace lost equipment, please submit proof of punishment. Unit does not accept blood. Please make a request. Displaying inventory. Greetings. Please make a request.
You know, I'd really rather not deal with any of that. Can we try the elevator?
This unit is rated to please make a request. Received. Dispensing standard regimental supplies. Complete. If you have helm sizing concerns, please displaying it.
What's going on down there, Deck 01? I saw an intruder alert. Acknowledged. This intercom is to be used for emergencies only. Misuse of this intercom will result in prompt arrest and correction of the perpetrator. Now, how can I assist you, Deck 01? How many times must I explain this to you all down there? Every subject aboard the Providence must keep their deck access credentials on their person at all times. If you misplaced your access card, Sovereign help you, because I surely cannot. Perhaps a colleague would be willing to lend you theirs,
If you experience spontaneous exsanguination, how might this unit bolster or reduce your current note by view?
trying my matriarch-given patience again. I shall send her down right away. But this is becoming a daily occurrence, and I will see such slothfulness reflected on her record. Exactly right. You think I enjoy sitting here, fielding inane requests day after day? But I remind you that gossip is strictly prohibited over this channel. Over and out.
Now's not really the time for a chat. Neat, all right, but...
Better get a move on before this ramshackle sprattle of a station falls apart. Hustle up to the silence wing. Get the rift modulator. I'll talk at you later.
This unit is... Please make a request. This ship is... If you are not a Protectorate subject, please in case of enemy attack. Display...
unexpected sight and/or
Troublemaker approach. Troublemaker approaching.
Oh, we can carry this momentum through to the console.
Attention.
Best to avoid combat if we can help it. Maybe you ought to look around for some credentials?
Anyway, the modulator has got to be on this deck. We should poke around, but quiet like. See what information we can uncover.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the thing.
Vitals looking a mite marginal, Commander. Help me end this fight on my feet.
No way we're getting the module off the chip.
Continuing
Best we can hope is getting closer and learn more about it.
You can fight contentment.
Unit has been functioning for
beginning of sweep
and 96 uninterrupted hours. Unit presently scheduled for rest period.
Don't hurt me! Just take the key card. Lay low, Commander.
Hostile detected.
Troublemaker approaching.
Unit has been functioning for 3 and 96 uninterrupted hours. Unit presently scheduled for rest.
Things take time, Commander.
Need to get the claw.
This unit's current work task takes priority. Conversation. Farewell.
something to help us access the modulator.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist Monserrate. Marked for delivery to Consul Thoreau.
Esteemed Consul, after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. Every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences. The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity has not yielded any of its secrets, and we are now out of time. All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Arcadia. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely, my dear Consul.
This can't be right. If skip drives are causing the rifts, why are they showing up past the frontiers of known space?
But we got no time to ponder it just yet. We got the modulator. All that's left is to deal with the console and shutter that rift for good.
Look at you, here before me. Surprised you could outrun these new legs of mine. They're what everyone's going to be wearing next fall. Well, I'm here now. Where's the rift modulator? So Consul Thoreau has everything directly under his control. I'd say that's remarkably competent for the Protectorate, but he is the one who's been pulling their strings all along. Did you find anything else of note? Appreciate your sand. You have exactly the sort of go-getter attitude I admire. Well, good news, go-getter. The Consul's right there through those doors, ready to go get him. You might be savvy enough to talk him down, but his type requires a deft touch. You'll need to break him down brick by brick. If you're too adversarial, he'll simply shut down. Certainly. The doubt you cultivate up front will make him more susceptible to what comes after. And in case you aren't quite as sharp as you appear, be ready to fight.
Not that the Consul deserves it, none. But if we can end things peaceably, we should try for it.
The more we debate, the more time we squander.
We must resupply and shore up whatever defenses we have quickly. And if you've something to say to any of us, Commander, I suggest you say it while you have the chance. No telling what awaits us beyond that door.
Never would I ever have believed Auntie Cleo herself would walk through that door. But I haven't time to linger in the novelty. Sentinels, if you would.
Do I appear like someone afraid of a few guns? Give it up, Emery. You've lost this war. Have some dignity. You're coming off desperate.
On the contrary, this desperate action is what will save all of Arcadia and rid it forever of trespassers like you. Such bravado is unbecoming when you can't make good on your promises, Commander. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
You used the peace talks as a test run for this.
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend. Very well. Once the rift destroys Arcadia, we shall edit the information stored within it and use the modulator to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose and the possibility of Arcadia's rebirth. When the matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the architect intended. Intrepid, aren't you? Well, what's relevant is what came after. Our matriarch dissected this skip drive technology, learned its secrets, and enabled us to produce them en masse, which eventually led to the manifestation of rifts. But it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end that we understood the opportunity gifted us. The opportunity to reconstruct the colony in its perfect form. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future. One free of doubt and greed. It's your time that's running out, not mine. So go on, tell me all the ways I'm wrong. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally his plan, after all. I am merely a partner seeing it carried out. Yes, well, we also lost the support of the Order, but can one truly call that a loss? We would have drowned already in the seas of war with the weight of their inaction around our necks. The same can be said for any subject who wavers. They are dead weight, and we must cast them off straight away. Once I win the war and leave those naysayers behind, harsh action will be swiftly forgotten. And once I provide for the needs of my subjects, I will have them forever. For every traitor in our midst, thousands of loyalists remain. If anyone attempts to move against me, they are merely announcing themselves as the chaff to be cut. And they promptly will be. What are you saying? No. This is a preposterous assertion. You don't know what you're speaking of.
I'm the agent who was sent to Horizon Point to sabotage the Protectorate's experiments. Some in the Order believe the experiments would lead to catastrophe if left unchecked. Indeed, if I hadn't destroyed the station, your ilk would have destroyed the entire fabric of reality. And I've suffered with that truth for 10 years.
Then the Order's treachery runs even deeper than we thought. There will be swift recompense for this humiliation. Of that you can be certain. What could be more important than treason? Oh. Is this where you provide compelling evidence against my plan? Go on then. Let's hear it. Though it matters not, you've little chance of swaying me. I am doing what I must to restore this colony to what our matriarch envisioned. Free of war, strife, heresy. You will not distract me from taking what is owed to us. I will not be lectured by an outsider. It's just like the Earth Directorate, or any other interloper, to claim to better know the customs of those they invade. Certainly if you had your way, you would claim Arcadia as yours, and rewrite history to suit your own aims. Heresy!
I found her correspondence with the First Bishop. She explicitly said she feared the Arcadian experiment would end as all similar projects did before it, in a crumbling heap of hubris.
The matriarch foresaw many things. To think that we were not set apart from lesser societies, it is humbling. And it appears we have fallen prey to the very thing she warned of. What do you mean, steered wrongly? If Reuben was not carrying out her wishes as intended, then the Protectorate have strayed far from the Matriarch's light. But regardless of how I may have misstepped before, I am not in the wrong now. All your so-called arguments are pure hearsay. You came here claiming so boldly that I would fail, but you have yet to provide any proof. So where is it? What do you have? And leave the traitors and invaders alive? No! Death is the only way forward. We can only be made pure from the ashes, despite whatever supposed proof you have to the contrary. Claim? If you cannot see the truth of my devotion written plain, then now I see why you are against me so. But you are wrong about the risk. We are losing this war. It is inevitable. The victors will brutally subdue us until we become corrupted. Until we forget our principles, our history, the very core of who we are. It is better that we perish together as proud Protectorate, proud Arcadians. Preserving our purity is a mercy. More than that, is it not love? But what use is living if your very framework for existence is in jeopardy? Oh, Matriarch, guide me. I think I see now. The Matriarch spoke of this in her writings. The follies of focusing so deeply on such a framework and losing sight of its pieces. And I fear I have. There may yet be other ways to save my beloved Arcadia, but I cannot be the one to see them to their completion. I surrender. What? Oh, by the matriarch. It seems we have a problem. The rift has... well, it has nearly destabilized completely, and the modulator cannot close it in its current state from a safe distance. Destruction of Arcadia is imminent. Architect, help us. No, not all of us. A chance yet remains. We must bring the modulator as close to the rift as possible. However, when the rift folds in on itself, this ship and its operator will not survive.
You've got to be shitting me. We didn't come all this way, work this hard, just to die.
Oh, Emery, taking a page from Auntie's Choice product testing, I see. We do try to avoid a consistent certainty of death, though. It's just bad business.
Let me be clear. I am not placing this burden upon your shoulders. This was my doing. And so it is my responsibility to set things right. I will give you time to vacate the ship. When you are clear, I will fly it into the rift myself. You were right. Arcadia will find its way without me. Think what you wish of me, but this is my responsibility. And that is something I will never shirk from.
I will accompany him, and ensure all goes as planned. It's only right that I complete the very mission I came here for. Your goal here is the same as mine. Do not mistake that. But if this is an order, I will comply.
Now go. Make what's left of your existence count.
Ooh, does that mean we're hitting the saloon after this?
Let's get on with it then.
So in the end, when the consul was faced with the undeniable errors in his logic, he chose to save Arcadia by closing the rift himself. He died hoping his sacrifice might make up for the disastrous decisions he had made. Thanks to the commander's quick thinking in sparing it from the Vox station's fiery crash, Paradise Island's Fairfield remained a profitable company town for Auntie's Choice. For his outside-the-box thinking and innovative propaganda techniques, D.B. Milverstreet was promoted, while rival Officer Carr seethed at her lack of upward mobility, or even bronze-tier executive benefits. Vigilant Hogarth, now acclimated to Fairfield, leaned on the protectorate ideals of neighborliness, while overlooking all the authoritarian tactics, so he might help the Order to succeed with the equation. Auntie's Choice assumed control over the day-to-day workings of Matriarch's Mercy, the better to monitor their new colleagues in the Order. The monastery, however, returned to normal operation, tracking the clockwork of the grand plan. The monastery's abbot became a scapegoat for recent tragic events, having not detected Wiley's dastardly schemes. His superiors demoted him, mainly to show their corporatist allies that academics could keep their people in line too. Seer Wiley fled the Order and sought refuge in a backwater Arcadian town to contemplate his failings. As word of the ex-seer's arrival spread, people lined up for predictions. Forsaking the math that failed him, he offered obvious yet effective advice instead. Archivist Victor Clemens, having survived his encounter with the commander, and manipulation by DeVries, ended up working as a janitor for Auntie's Choice, living a life of menial simplicity. After defending Fort Endurance against a fierce Mantisaur attack, Executive Warchek was awarded a commendation for profit-securing stalwartness, as well as promotion to regional manager. He eventually passed peacefully in his sleep at the scientifically astounding age of 6. Val continued to serve the commander of the Incognito faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valerie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. As he rose through the Earth Directorate ranks, Niles pressed for a field directive to deploy the new Val units only when the situation posed significant risk. The policy reduced agent casualties by a significant margin. Oddly enough, in-office deaths increased by a not insignificant margin. Agent Niles Ibarra achieved the rank of commander, earning renown as a formidable agent, unafraid to challenge the status quo within the Earth Directorate. He recruited his friend Zebulon Tran to the Earth Directorate, a gesture of gratitude for not airing the Directorate's dirty laundry. Together, they vowed to reform the agency from within, so it might never again bargain with authoritarian governments. Ultimately, Niles rose to the position of Secretary General. His term saw the Earth Directorate at its most popular, or, in the eyes of corporations and tyrannical governments, most feared. Following Inez's humiliation of Auntie's Choice VP Willard Conan, the grafting program was shuttered forever. Inez ensured that all surviving grafted soldiers received full medical treatment and were compensated for their suffering. Those who died from the experiments were honored. Utilizing what he learned alongside the commander, Tristan attempted to reform Protectorate society from within. But with no authority figure to lead its subjects, the Protectorate was a shell of its former self. After thoughtful cogitation and calculation, Marisol slowly began to reject violence as the sole method for eliminating random variables. Not coincidentally, her social calendar began filling up. After Azza disbanded the Glorious Dawn, its members quietly tried to resume lives forever disrupted by the Arcadian conflict. As the cult's murderous legacy faded, average colonist life expectancy increased by 0.23%. With the modulator schematics shared as joint intellectual property, Auntie's Choice and the Order's partnership remained steady, despite the need for constant compromise. For a time, the Arcadia colony thrived. Auntie Cleo went through the motions of accommodating the Order, yet privately aspired to keep free trade anything but free. She began a new initiative. Any corporation or government that refused her trade conditions was promptly dealt with, either via takeover or strategic use of rifts. Auntie made her first public appearance in years, inspiring a fashion trend in bubble helmets. In no time at all, she won more public support than Ruth, which she sought to use as leverage when the time was right. Adrift without firm leadership, Protectorate subjects struggled with post-war life. A small band of hardliners collaborated to preserve their society in the face of Arcadia's new leadership. When Sovereign Varric was discovered in mental refreshment, the Order and Auntie's Choice bickered over what to do with him. They ultimately decided to announce his death, while letting him live the rest of his addled days behind closed doors aboard the undisputed claim. Until one day, Amos stumbled upon the Sovereign's private quarters and freed him, rocking the colony with a brief scandal. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. The dangerous experimental research of Marisol's contact from point obviation lived on, with a seer predicted 11.9% probability of yielding a universe-ending catastrophe. Meanwhile, an entrepreneurial work group of chemistricians unveiled a new flavor of purple berry crunch. The rift compromise between the Order and Auntie's Choice led to prioritized assistance for the colonies that agreed to favorable trading terms. The so-called Auntie's Loyalty Program tripled the corporation's net worth. Meanwhile, the Order was able to sermonize their version of scientism alongside Auntie's marketing and PR onslaught, at least to colonies in Auntie's Loyalty Program. Many outside died because their rifts weren't closed in time. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.